It's 2026. You're standing in a tech store, staring at the two most powerful smartphones on the planet. In one hand, Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra with its iconic S Pen and giant camera system. In the other, Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max with a bold new look and the biggest battery Apple has ever put in an iPhone. Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra versus iPhone 17 Pro Max. Which one should you buy? In this video, we're doing a full, in-depth comparison of the Galaxy S26 Ultra and the iPhone 17 Pro Max. We'll cover design, display, cameras, performance, gaming, battery life, charging speeds, and overall value, so you'll know exactly which 2026 flagship is worth your money. So grab your favorite drink, hit that like button, and let's jump straight into it. Let's start with what you notice first: design and build quality. The Galaxy S26 Ultra keeps the signature Ultra identity, but polishes it even more. Those sharp, boxy corners from the S22, S23, and S24 Ultra that used to dig into your palms? They're gone. Samsung is sticking with the smoother, rounded corner design introduced with the S25 Ultra, and it genuinely feels more comfortable and premium in the hand. Now here's where things get really interesting. Samsung might switch from titanium to aluminum. Why? Apple did the same with the iPhone 17 Pro Max, and Samsung is not the kind of company that lets Apple hold an advantage for long. Apple has completely rethought the design of the iPhone 17 Pro Max. They've ditched titanium in favor of an aluminum frame, and they did it for two very practical reasons. First, aluminum is cheaper and easier to manufacture, which could translate into better pricing for customers. Second, aluminum handles heat better than titanium, so your iPhone should stay cooler during gaming, 4K recording, or other heavy tasks. But the standout part of the new iPhone design is the two-tone back. You get a unique, liquid glass design language, with a glass cutout on the back that gives the phone a very premium, futuristic look. Both phones are built to be tough, but they use different protection technologies. The Galaxy S26 Ultra uses Gorilla Glass armor on the front, while the iPhone 17 Pro Max relies on Ceramic Shield 2. On the back, the iPhone has a huge camera bump that's so wide and tall people are calling it a camera plateau. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, on the other hand, is expected to be slightly thinner than the iPhone, which is great if you prefer slimmer, less bulky phones. And yes, the S Pen is still here. Despite rumors that Samsung might kill it, the S Pen remains. Built into the Galaxy S26 Ultra for all the note-takers, power users, and digital artists out there. When it comes to colors, both brands are giving you some fun choices. The iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in silver, cosmic orange, and deep blue. Samsung goes even further with black, white, silver shadow, sky blue, cobalt violet, and pink gold. That's double the color options, which means way more personal style customization with the Galaxy S26 Ultra. Now let's talk about the displays, because this is where both of these phones really try to blow you away. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra features a massive 6.9-inch dynamic AMOLED display with insane brightness. It can hit up to 3000 nits of peak brightness, up from 2600 nits on the S25 Ultra translation. Even in direct sunlight, your screen will be crisp, clear, and easy to read. Samsung is also adding a next-level AI-powered privacy feature. Imagine your phone automatically controlling viewing angles, so people around you can't easily peek at your screen. No more awkward moments with strangers reading your messages on the bus or in a coffee shop. The iPhone 17 Pro Max keeps mostly the same display size and resolution as the previous generation, but Apple has added improved anti-reflective coating. It cuts down glare. But it's still not as strong as Samsung's anti-glare and brightness combo, so in outdoor visibility, the Galaxy S26 Ultra likely has the upper hand. One key difference is how you unlock these phones. The iPhone 17 Pro Max sticks with Face ID, still one of the most secure and accurate facial recognition systems on the market. The Galaxy S26 Ultra, however, gives you an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner. That means you can unlock your phone when it's lying flat on a table, or in situations where Face ID-style unlocking would be awkward. Face unlock versus fingerprint unlock. Both are fast and convenient, but Samsung simply gives you more options. Now, let's move to performance, because this is where things get seriously powerful. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is powered by Qualcomm's Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 chipset, built on a 3nm process. Samsung's made-for-Galaxy version is likely overclocked, squeezing out even more performance. Graphics performance is getting a massive 30% boost compared to the previous generation, which is huge for mobile gamers and heavy users. On the other side, the iPhone 17 Pro Max runs on Apple's A19 Pro chip, also built on 3nm technology. For the first time, Apple has added a vapor chamber cooling system inside the iPhone. That means better sustained performance during long gaming sessions or extended 4K and even 8K video editing, with less throttling and fewer heat issues. In real-world use, both of these chips are absolute monsters. Whether you're gaming at the highest settings, editing high-resolution video, multitasking between heavy apps, or using advanced AI features, both phones will handle it all with ease. The battle between Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 and A19 Pro is going to be incredibly close, and you won't feel either one slowing down for years. Storage options are generous on both sides. You can get the Galaxy S26 Ultra and the iPhone 17 Pro Max with 512GB or 1TB of storage. Apple takes it a step further with a massive 2TB option on the iPhone 17 Pro Max for those who want to carry their entire life, content library, and video projects in their pocket. Of course, that 2TB iPhone will be very expensive. Now let's talk cameras, because for many people, this is the deciding factor. The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra is getting a larger main sensor, jumping from 1.3 inch to 1.1 inch. That might sound like a small change on paper, but in camera terms, it's huge. A larger sensor captures more light and more detail, which means better photos, especially in low light and night shots. It's still a 200 megapixel main camera, but with that bigger sensor, you'll see cleaner images, richer dynamic range, and a more natural background blur that looks closer to DSLR-level portrait shots. On the iPhone 17 Pro Max, Apple is making a very smart change to the telephoto camera. They've moved to a 48 megapixel telephoto sensor with 4x optical zoom instead of the previous 5x zoom, so why reduce the zoom? Because 5x was often too tight for portrait photography. It forced you to stand too far back. With 4x optical zoom, framing portraits becomes much more natural and usable. Here's the clever part. That 48 megapixel resolution allows Apple to crop in to give you up to 8x hybrid zoom while still keeping very good image quality. So you get more practical zoom levels for portraits, plus strong zoom performance when you need it. Both phones will offer advanced computational photography, great HDR, and impressive video performance. Expect excellent 4K and possibly 8K video, strong stabilization, and tons of AI-powered camera features on both sides. Now, battery life and charging, and this is where we see some surprising shifts. Samsung has been using the same 5,000 mAh battery capacity in its Ultra series since 2020. Back then, $5,000 mAh was huge. Today, even mid-range phones are hitting that number, so it's starting to feel less special. Apple, on the other hand, has finally stepped up. The iPhone 17 Pro Max packs a 5088 mAh battery, the largest battery ever in an iPhone. Combined with Apple's tightly optimized iOS and the efficient A19 Pro chip, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is expected to outperform the Galaxy S26 Ultra in screen-on time and overall endurance. But charging speeds tell a very different story. The Galaxy S26 Ultra is jumping to 60W wired charging, up from 45W on the S25 Ultra. That means significantly faster top-ups and much shorter time plugged into the wall. The iPhone 17 Pro Max finally moves up to around 40W wired charging, which is a big improvement compared to older iPhones, but still slower than Samsung's 60W. On the wireless side, Samsung is adding a magnetic wireless charging system, very similar to Apple's MagSafe. So the Galaxy S26 Ultra will support magnetic accessories and chargers that snap to the back of the phone, making wireless charging more convenient and reliable. Apple already has MagSafe 2.0 on the iPhone 17 Pro Max with up to 25W wireless charging. So now, both phones offer magnetic ecosystems, cases, stands, wallets, battery packs, and more. So, which one should you actually buy? The Samsung Galaxy S26 Ultra or the iPhone 17 Pro Max? If you love the S Pen, want the fastest charging speeds, and prefer a brighter, more customizable display with advanced AI privacy features, the Galaxy S26 Ultra is probably the better choice.